People, yeah man, we're here again. And you know that we can't leave out the track and field fans out of the mix because this week is champs and a lot of athletics happen over the weekend, track and field, that is. And of course, coach's desk has to give you update where that is concerned as well. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we're here again, people, to give you an update of what transpired at the U Staff Golden Games in California. You know what I mean? So, we're just gonna tell you about a few of the performances, and also we want to basically let people know that, trust me, this girl, Shacarri Richardson, ain't no fluke. Listen, I know persons are saying it's the norm with the Americans and all of that, but she has to be watched. When I look at her stride pattern, when I look at her cadence, when I look at her lift, when I look at her at top speed, trust me, her knees are up and all of that. I am not taking her lightly. And also, persons are kind of concerned about Brianna Williams because they are not impressed with the times that she has run thus far for the season. But folks, please remember that Brianna Williams is actually coming off a little injury there. So just be patient. It's now May, and the championships would be down in later on in the month, about probably 8 weeks, 7 weeks to go. Plus you have the Jamaica trials, of course, that they have to pass. So let's jump into it, people. Yeah, man. So we have one Noah Lyles in the 200 meter. He sped to a time of 19.90 in the finals there. Wind speed of 0.7 meters per second. You know what I mean? The one from Trinidad, Shacarri Richardson, was third, 20.20. His brother Josephus Lyles, 20.36. Nothing else to talk about. Kenny, where ran a time of 19.94, was second in that event. So, I mean, that was it for the 200 meter. And on the look of things, 200 meters seemed to be basically an open event at the Olympics, basically in terms of who will win. But in my estimation, Noah Lyles is still the overwhelming favorite at this time. But you never know what can transpire there. In the women's 200 meter, Gabby Thomas, 22.12 from the United States. That would be a wind reading of 2.1 meters per second, which is just over the legal allowable time there. Alexis Felix, 22.26. What's that name? Linnea, 22.27. Prandini, 22.30. Kendall, 22.81. Brittany Brown, 22.82. Kyra Jefferson, 22.93. And Brianna Williams from Jamaica, 22.96. And especially, this is one of the events that persons would have think that Brianna should be running fast, or 200 meters. And this seemed to be one of her pedestrian times. Persons were not overly impressed with it, but just have a little patience. We know the track and field fans are very astute, but have a little patience there, track and field fans. In the 400 meter hurdles for men, you have Roy Benjamin, 47.13, which is a world lead time in the 400 meter hurdles. That's a good outing for Roy Benjamin. Very good run. Kieran McMaster, 47.50. That is a national record there for the BVI. Alison dos Santos from Brazil, 47.68. That's a national record as well. Kemar Mowat from Jamaica, 48.90, which is a season best. And all of these times that I would have mentioned would have been inside the Olympic qualifiers, if you ask me. So, good indication there where the 4 hurdles is concerned for these athletes. Roy Benjamin there with the world lead. Over in the men's 100 meters, Craven Gillespie 9.96, which is a season best for him. Isaiah Young 9.99. Chris Belcher 10.01. Second, CJ Uja 10.03. Season best for all these athletes there up to 4th place. So things are looking pretty decent for these athletes. Some decent performances there, and we have to give credit. One event that we'll be talking about, but before we get into that, let's look at the women's shot put, switching over to the field events. We have our own Danielle Thomas Dodd, 18.91, which gave her second position behind Maggie Hewen, 19.32, which is her season best from the United States. And another Jamaican came 6th, Lloydrika Cameron, 18.33, which is a personal best for her. That's a good showing there for that athlete. Now, in the triple jump, we have Kimberly Williams, 14.62. That brought her to first position in the triple jump, and that is a good one there for Kimberly Williams. Yes, man, good jump there from Kimberly. So we have to give kudos again to these athletes. Now, let's look at the men's 400 meters. Michael Norman, 44.40, season best, followed by Michael Sherry, 44.86, season best. Landori from Trinidad, 45.04, season best as well. And the others were in the 45 bracket there. So Michael Norman seemed to be in good nick. You would want to, make some claims where the Olympic gold medal is concerned, because he would have gotten a very good opportunity, and he would have blown it in the last World Games. Now, one fine athlete in Shamir Little, she seemed to be finding back her mojo, as I said in another video. She ran the 400 meter hurdles 53.65, which is a world lead. And that's a good run from her. From Panama Woodruff, 54.70, national record. Ashley Spencer, United States, 55.75. Cara Neiman Haley, 55.83, season best for her. And Cheyenne Salmon, former Heidel athlete, 56.28 for her. She finished 5th in that event. So that's a very good run from Shamir Little. World lead, 53.65 in the 400 meter hurdles. That's a good look for her. In the 200, we spoke about the 200 meters already. We just want to flip back to the 100 meters, which would have been the highlight of this event, the U-Staff Golden Games. Very, very impressive run by one Shacarri Richardson, 10.77 seconds in that event, in negative 1.2 meters per second. Very good run. Oliver of the United States, 11.08. Brianna Williams, Jamaica, 11.15. That's the time that she laid down in the 100 meters. You have another Jamaican, 39-year-old Veronica Campbell Brown, finishing 5th in 11.31 seconds. That's a very good run from her. if you ask me. So Shacarri Richardson, people, in the prelims, that girl ran a time of 10.74 seconds. You know what I mean? So we have to give it up to this youngster. She is putting in the work and she's doing exceptionally well. Don't tell me that her coach doesn't know anything. Don't tell me that she's speaking too early. Don't tell me all these things. We have to just be prepared. We know we have the goal with Elaine Thompson. We know Shelly and Fraser has left that camp and she's working with a Walcott at the moment. So listen to me, people. We have to take this athlete very serious. Last weekend, Elaine Thompson ran 10-7s, heats and finals. This weekend, Shacarri Richardson, and we laud Elaine that she's back and whatever. You know what I mean? Like Elaine was anywhere. But this youngster ran 2 10-7s, heats and finals as well. You know what I mean? So we have to give her respect. I know it's this time of the season, but one thing I put into consideration is that her coach must know what he is doing. And he has her at the place that he wants her to be, people. So take that into consideration. This Shacarri Richardson girl, for now, she's the truth. She's actually doing things like what you expect of a champion. Running good, she has a swag, she has a buzz about her. She comes in, week out, putting in some decent performances. You have to give her respect. She might have, and on the indication of things, she is in pretty good nick. And based on how she's running, she has to be selling favorite. Now, the difference is that when she goes to the Olympic, if she goes, because she has to pass through her Olympic trials at her country, which is the United States. Now, if she gets through that, then, you know, she's still selling favorite. If she doesn't, then these races would have been of none effect. World lead and all of that, and you can't make it past the US trial, then you're going to have some serious questions to answer from me. But at the moment, she has to be in the thick of things where favorites is concerned. No doubt about that. So, yeah, man, we have to show her some respect. She has not won anything as yet, but she's having a good season. And a good season can cause you to win something big. Some people don't matriculate onto the big things, but as it stands, she has to be in the picture. She has to be in the talks. You know what I mean? So, definitely, people, big up yourselves. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. And share your comments down below in the comment section and tell me what you think. Is Shacarri Richardson the truth? Yeah? Can she sustain this? Can she maintain this? But as I said before, I'm going to say it again. Her coach must know what he is doing. Full stop. Thanks again, people, for tuning in. As I normally say, take care of yourself. Protect yourself in this time. Peace out.